Well, here's a police chase that could only happen in Florida. See these paddle boards? On them are sheriff's deputy and police officer wrangling a guy in a blue shirt. He's a 28-year-old who ran from police in Daytona Beach. When they started to question him, the suspect jumped in a river and police gave chase. Like that. Once they pulled him over from the water and got him to shore, he faced charges of loitering, prowling, resisting arrest. Hopefully the officers get a break and stretch.
Well, the WNBA's commissioner has announced the league and the players' union reached a deal on a new collective bargaining agreement that, of course, clears the way for the season to begin in May. Players had opted out of the previous agreement about 17 months ago. Both sides spent more than 100 hours in bargaining sessions. This new deal comes just 51 days before the start of the league's 30th season. The agreement also clears the way for free agency and the WNBA draft to move forward.
If you get a kick out of life like Danny Backstrom, you may have what it takes to become a member of the world-famous Radio City Rockettes. On the heels of its banner 100th anniversary, the company will hold auditions for new dancers next month. Women who are interested in securing a coveted spot on the kick line can show off their talents on April 22nd. The Rockettes, a key part of the Christmas Spectacular, and the company also has a dancer development program. An executive says it's no coincidence the call to join the sisterhood comes during Women's Empowerment Month. So there you go. No excuse for you, Danny.
They could also use your advice to the paddleboarding police. Stretch. Okay, that's...
You get a little muscle ache, can't it?
5 weeks, should we do it?
You should do it.
5 weeks to shave off 10 years of my life. I'm giving it a go. That is my favorite holiday tradition though, here in the city.
It's terrific.
Good luck to those who want to be a part of it. I want to get you outside on this Wednesday. We woke up to winter. It was a slap in the face. We are moderating temperature as we head into the coming weekend, but this is so typical of spring to see these significant temperature swings. It's just unfortunate that today we're on the bottom side of that. 31 degrees right now, starting to see that blue sky peek through, so right on cue. These high clouds are beginning to thin out a little bit. We'll get some sun heading into the rest of this afternoon, and that should help bump these temperatures just a little bit. Still sub-freezing in the park, still feeling much colder than that with wind chills in the 20s, but we should make it to the mid to upper 30s today. And although that is still quite cold, colder than yesterday, well below normal, with the calmer wind, it might not feel quite as harsh once we can get that sun to return. Heading into the rest of the week, tomorrow and Friday, we build back in a little bit of warmth. So we end up seasonable by Friday, but we will see more cloud cover than sunshine both tomorrow and Friday. That leads us into the weekend where we're actually above normal. Mid-50s on Saturday, close to 60 on Sunday. But we have the shot for a few showers, mainly through the overnight hours. And we're watching a round of rain Sunday night that's associated with a cold front that brings the return of colder and blustery conditions by early next week. So the roller coaster continues. Right now, as I mentioned, temps right around the freezing mark for the 5 boroughs. On Staten Island, 31 for Westerly and New Dorp. We're at 31 in the Village and Park Slope, 29 for Beechhurst. Up in the Bronx, we're at 30 degrees, and that's where we're sitting for Teterboro, Kearney at 32 now. So zooming out, we're still seeing 20s on the map and over in White Plains, but low 30s for Newark and Islip. When you factor in the wind, it does feel a little bit colder. Our wind chills are in the low 20s across the tri-state. This is better than the teens that we woke up to, but the wind itself is not all that blustery, especially as compared to yesterday. But when the air in place is already this cold, even a light breeze can make a difference, and that's what we're seeing. But our wind gust predictor showing calming conditions through the rest of the afternoon. So I really feel if we can just get rid of this high cloud cover and see some sunshine, those temperatures will be able to bump up to the mid to upper 30s for our official high later this afternoon. But satellite still picking up on a healthy amount of cloud cover for now. Futurecast still is showing the expectation of clearing. So we'll get a few hours of sun before the sun sets just after 7 o'clock tonight. Our lows will fall near freezing again to start tomorrow morning. And tomorrow does look like more cloud cover than sunshine, but our highs jump to the mid 40s tomorrow and to the low 50s Friday. So by the end of the work week, we're looking at seasonable highs to officially welcome in spring starting Friday. But I mentioned the chance for just a few overnight showers. The daylight hours this weekend look dry, but the first round is Friday into first thing Saturday morning, a chance for a little bit of rain. Saturday afternoon shows highs in the mid 50s. By Sunday, we're bumping those highs to the 60s. But Sunday night into Monday morning, another round of of rain. That one is a cold front, and that'll bring the return of blustery and colder conditions again by Monday. For today, the cloud cover is thinning out right now and clearing out in the next couple of hours. That takes us to the mid to upper 30s under a mostly sunny sky for the second half of your Wednesday. It's quite cold, and as we head into tonight, our lows fall back to the freezing mark. But tomorrow we begin the moderating trend. More clouds and sun, but mid 40s will feel a little better. Friday, even better, low 50s. Saturday, even better. And then we peak this warming trend in the low 60s before our next front.
It's just confused. It wants to get there.
My gosh,
This
Wants
time
to get
going
there.
through it's a temperamental, you know what I mean? But we'll get through it.
Thank you, Danny.
Thanks.
Still ahead here on Eyewitness News at noon, there's certainly plenty to worry about when it comes to AI, but there's also some good it can do. How these humanoid robots are being made to do jobs too dangerous for humans.
Here's tonight's ABC Primetime Preview. Scrubs kicks things off at 8/7 Central.
Oh, as we say medically, bing bang boom.
Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom.
That's followed by Abbott Elementary at 8:30, 7:30 Central, where Mr. Johnson is getting ready for the janitor's ball, but not without some drama.
There's something that happens that keeps him from going, and he's really disappointed.
At 9/8 Central, it's The Greatest Average American with an episode titled Armchair Legend. Host Nate Bargatze seems to take that quite literally. Then it's Shark Tank at 10/9 Central. The Sharks will hear pitches from a variety of entrepreneurs, including one who's touting a beer without the bloat. That's followed by your late local news, then Jimmy Kimmel Live with guests Lisa Kudrow and Charlie Cox.